Three Sport, and there's a familiar face, the man who is getting stronger with his music day by day, Cliff Richard. And joining us courtside, Cliff Richard, classic tennis fan. You've been enjoying the tennis so far today?
Well, actually, no, I haven't, because I've been playing. So I'm just about to watch some tennis now, but I always do enjoy it. I managed to come here a couple of years ago, and not only coincided with the women's tennis in Wellington, but also in Auckland, so I got 2 glorious weeks of tennis.
You say you've been playing. Who are you playing against?
I was practicing with Belinda Caldwell's brother, Charles Caldwell.
Oh, Charlie, right, he's a good guy. Did you beat him, or did he beat you?
Well, we weren't playing games. The last time we played, though, which was a few days ago, he beat me 6-love. When I play professionals, I try and get 1 point per game.
Good workout. That's pretty hard, isn't it, when you work out with talented tennis coaches? It's not as easy as it looks.
No, in fact, I use it. Not only do I enjoy watching the game, but it's great fun to play. And I use it as a kind of workout for like an aerobic lesson, because I tried doing some gymnastic work once, but I found it really painful and a bit boring too. Like running is boring too. Whereas if you're playing a game, you're running and stretching and having a good time. So tennis for me is a perfect way of keeping fit.
So it's great over the summer too with the sunshine, and I believe the tour, how's that kicking in and looking at this stage for New Zealand?
Oh, it's good. We sold out the tickets long before I ever got here, which is always very encouraging for something, any artist really. Then you have to worry about whether people are coming. All you have to worry about is what you're going to do when you get there. So we've put a show together that's completely different to the last one, and so far the comments have been very favourable, so I feel we're onto a winner again.
What about the sales for the new album, Stronger? How's that going? Stronger, I suppose?
Well, it is stronger, because in fact last year, 2 years ago, I had an album out called Always Guaranteed, which turned out to be the biggest selling single album I'd had. And in Britain, we've already gone past that sales figure, so Stronger is stronger.
When are you playing Wellington?
Well, we did 3 nights already. We're doing, what's today, Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then we're off to Auckland.
So we're looking forward to some sellout concerts up in Auckland too. Ticket sales pretty strong up there?
They've all gone. The whole of New Zealand is sold out.
That's amazing. That must be obviously good support for you here in New Zealand.
It has always been good support here. I mean, the public have been very, very loyal, and I really appreciate it. This is the first time I've had the chance to spend more time here. Normally we come and do a couple in Wellington, a couple in Auckland, and we go home. So at least this time we're getting around to see Christchurch and Dunedin as well.
Okay, well, the rock and roll's been good for you. No doubt the tennis has been good for you. When was the last tennis tournament you actually went and sat courtside and watched?
The last one would have been Wimbledon. Wimbledon last year.
And what were your impressions of Wimbledon last year?
Oh, I love Wimbledon anyway. I like any tennis tournament. Funnily enough, some of the smaller tournaments like this one have a great atmosphere. I love it. I love just wandering around and being in crowds and mingling with tennis favourites. It's great. Well, Wimbledon, of course, is special, as everybody knows, and it's the last of the grass court tournaments, and I hope they never change that.
Well, we had a classic grass court tournament at Wellington Park in Christchurch last week when New Zealand defeated Yugoslavia.
I watched Kelly Evans win through that match. It was fantastic.
It was amazing atmosphere, actually, as you're talking about, with the smaller stadiums. Do you have any particular player that would be your favourite, say, for example, at Wimbledon?
Well, funnily enough, I've always enjoyed watching Lendl play, but obviously one keeps an eye open and sees who else is coming along. And the guy that I really like watching is Thomas Muster. But he had a terrible accident last year. He really hurt his knees, and for 6 months he didn't play. And as you know, with your own Belinda Caldwell, it takes a long time for these players to come back and get into match practice and stuff like that, so it's difficult.
Cliff Richard, thanks for joining us courtside. The players are now on centre court. Let's go to our commentators, Anna Maria Fernandez and Michelle Perrin. Joining us courtside once again is Cliff Richard. I suppose, Cliff, do you ever get a chance, as your old song says, to sit back and go on a summer holiday at some stage?
Well, the way we plan my life at the moment, I feel as though I'm on holiday at the moment, even though I have to do concerts every night. It's just nice to be able to work in someone else's summer. Back in Europe, it seems to be the tradition that you tour in the winter, which means you spend the whole time trapped inside hotel rooms, in heating.
Talking about another Cliff Richard song, we've got a couple of young ones on the court at the moment. What do you think of the play so far?
Well, fantastic. I can't get over how hard these girls hit the ball. I think Steffi and the others have really sort of led the way, and now they're all hitting the ball so hard, it's hard to pick out who's going to win.
All right, just go back to the action courtside. It's Wilfred Probst. She's serving. She's down the break. Needs this to level at 2-all. First set.
3-2, first set.
So the West German fighting back, and Cliff, you were talking before about having a hit with Charlie, who's the brother of Belinda Cordwell. How would you describe your own style of play?
Bad. I mean, you know, it's, I guess, I tend to sort of hit the ball from the baseline most of the time, although being British and everything, one tries to get down to the net, but it's a terribly difficult game, and volleying is so reflex. I mean, whenever I play doubles, of course, you have to do it. But I must admit, I prefer just slugging it out from the baseline.
I know you've played with Bonnie Perrin before. There's a few other famous people you've had to hit up with. Who are they?
Well, I hit with Steffi Graf once. I was really surprised. She actually stuck with me for 45 minutes. We actually hit for 45 minutes. I played doubles actually once with Chris Evert. We beat 2 guys. Well, Chris beat 2 guys. I just ran up and down the net saying, good on you, kid.
All right, Cliff Richard, about time to go away and relax before the big concert tonight?
Yes, that's right. I'll go and get into the shade. I think the sun is really quite burning, isn't it?
Thanks for joining us here courtside here on 3 Sport for the Summer of Tennis.